What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a little while. Life has been busy. Sometimes real life takes over and the hobbies kind of have to take a back seat. That's been the case for me recently. I just got back from a trip to San Diego. I did a little bit of hunting there, but came up almost completely empty-handed. Didn't find a single legend, didn't find much of anything, to be honest. I did find a really cool place though. If you're in San Diego, in the Gaslamp Quarter, they've only been open for 3 months, now or never. It's primarily focusing on comic books and retro games and things, but I did pick up 2 things while I was there. I picked up this Casey Jones. I'm gonna take his head off and use him for a custom. It's in half decent shape, no accessories though, so that's exactly what I was after, just a cheap fodder Casey that I don't feel bad cracking the torso on and turning into a custom, because I want a Casey that scales with the NECA movie turtles. And the other thing I got, if you're following me on Instagram, I'm working on a bounty hunter shelf right here. And when I started getting out my vintage figures, I realized I don't actually have a vintage Dengar, so at now or never, thankfully, conveniently, serendipitously, they had a vintage Dengar. A little bit of paint rub on the shoulders, but comes with the weapon. That's more of a priority for me than a clean paint job. Especially on a bounty hunter, who presumably gets messy and dirty anyway. At Best Buy, I stopped into a Best Buy. I did find Stranger Things figures. I think I got this one in San Diego, but mostly just for like any kind of scenes. Like if I wanted to set up a scene with the NECA turtles, and I just had this idea, like some kids just like scared of the turtles or whatever, just funny situations. So I got that in San Diego, and then I picked this up recently as well. This is going to turn into a big haul video. You'll see momentarily. What else did we get? So that's it for San Diego. I got one Stranger Things figure, I got the Casey, I got the vintage Dengar. That's it. I didn't get anything else for myself in San Diego, figure related. I did get some other things, but that's for another video. Before San Diego, I had some deals in the works. I had some things on the go. I managed to pick up these 3. Again, you would have seen this on my Instagram already, so this might be a repeat if you're following me there. Managed to pick up these 3 from the local winners, so both Black Panthers and Killmonger. And then shout out to a local homie that wanted the other. There were 2 of these at winners, so he got one. 20 bucks Canadian. It's not $5 US like at Walmart in the States, but 20 bucks, not bad. Not bad at all. And then from a local Facebook group, there was some good people out in a couple, I don't know, like 100 clicks east of me that had the rest of the wave. So, and they bought them and they were gonna return them, so they didn't want a markup on them, they just wanted what they paid for them. So that's it. I've got M'Baku. We're gonna unbox and assemble him shortly. Maybe not tonight, but hopefully very, very soon. At least this week. So that was awesome. Finished off that wave for a very good price. Didn't have to pay full retail. I'm happy to pay 20 bucks. I had some other things come in. I had this come in. I almost pulled the trigger on this at Fan Expo. I forget if that was in the video or not. This is a legit SH Figuarts. I double checked it. It did come loose. I didn't open it. It was already open. But I haven't taken it out of the package yet to really take a closer look at it. Some of the accessories are loose, but I did pick this up. Got a decent price on it. Pretty decent. The price on these I think is coming down. I think. I didn't check eBay. I just pulled the trigger because I thought it was a good deal. I also got this guy. because this was also a really good deal. And I tried selling this guy, but it didn't work out. The person didn't want him, or well, they said that they did, but they never paid. You gotta pay. If you want something, you gotta pay for it. That's how that works. So now I have half a mind to go and get, I don't really want Lasher, but go and get another Mysterio and fill up a spider shelf out of spite. No other reason. Just because I tried to sell it, it didn't go, and everyone wanted it, I might just open it now. Just out of spite. We'll see. We'll see what we do with that. What else? I also got the 3-pack here. You hear my son's calling me. The 3-pack loose. I picked these up and I got a good price on them. I did have the 3-pack in package. The Avengers, was it a Toys R Us exclusive? So now I don't feel bad selling the 3-pack. I know I could have just opened it, but it's in decent condition and you don't see them anymore. So if there's someone out there that's an inbox collector that wanted the 3-pack, I'll feel good knowing that it's going to go to a good home, someone that wanted to keep it in the package anyway, rather than me opening it when I could have just picked up the figures loose like I just did. So Coulson with his extra head and his big gun, Fury with his 2 pistols, and then Agent Hill doesn't come with anything but clean paint apps. Alright, what's next? Oh yeah, in that same deal where I got the figures from the 3-pack, the gentleman was also getting rid of the 4-pack, which was an Amazon exclusive, which had Bruce Banner. It's not a bad, it's not a great sculpt. I'm not gonna say it's not a bad sculpt, but it's not a great sculpt. But at least I have him now, which is cool. But Hawkeye was already taken. I was so close. I almost got a Hawkeye. So for now, I'm gonna have to substitute until I get a Ronin, the 2-pack Ronin or the regular one. But we'll use the comic book Hawkeye until then. I just opened this. I didn't even know it was that loose. That's terrible. That's awful. What else did I get? I got a ton of stuff, guys. Okay, I think that's it for Legends. Didn't get any other Turtle stuff. We got the Figuarts Iron Spider. The last thing I got, wait till you see what I got. I can't stress, if you're getting into the figure hobby and you want to jumpstart your collection, pay attention to Facebook. Pay close attention to Facebook. I found a post of a gentleman that just wanted out. Just wanted to get rid of all of his Black Series figures. Had a ton of carded stuff and had a decent amount of loose stuff. So I just acted fast and said, hey, I'll take all the loose stuff. So let's cut to that. Gonna have to do a little bit of an editing on this video. Let's cut to that collection of loose Black Series. Here it is. Here it is. The loose Black Series figures. We've got 3 Finns, 2 Poe Damerons. I don't even know what this is. That's all junk to me. I don't really care about any of that. 2 speeder bikes with Scout Troopers. They unfortunately are missing their pistols. If you have a lead on some pistols, please let me know. I would be very interested. Walgreens exclusive 3PO. So he does not have the red arm because that's ridiculous. Jango Fett. Luke and Han in Stormtrooper outfit with their accessories. Even Luke's little communicator. That's important. Sorry, I'm just moving a stool so I don't trip on it. Make sure if you're picking up that Luke that he comes with that little tiny communicator. Here it is. I'll show it to you. It's in this little bin. That's it there. That's his little communicator. The tiniest accessory ever. We've got the first release Chewbacca with the roaring angry face. We've got one Han Solo, the first release. We've got, what do we call that? Do we call that Bespin fatigues? We've got Leia, first release Leia. Another Han, 2 Hans. This one has a ripped vest for some reason. Everything there is complete. We've got a Greedo, complete with pistol. We've got a X-Wing Luke. Don't really need one, but it came with one. The collection did. Panning right back down over here, we've got the belts. These extra belts come with the Han Solos. If you're a Black Series veteran, please pardon me repeating the obvious, because I'm not. I'm new to this Black Series collecting. 2 Jedi Lukes. I don't know why there were 2 of them, but it's okay. We also have it looks like an archive Boba Fett. The packaging is right. The blaster is right. The paint app is right. The backpack is right, except for the pistol has no silver on it. And that's not right. I don't know what the deal is. Why would someone put a bootleg on an archive? I don't know. But that's not right. I don't know why that's missing paint. If you know anything about that, I would love to hear it in the comments. I'm sure if it's a paint variation, it's not significant. I hope it's not a paint variation, but whatever. It is what it is. We also have the Chosen One, Anakin. He's got something gnarly going on with the paint on his neck. Might be from head swaps or something. Definitely going to take my paintbrush and clean that up a little bit. Comes with soft goods. I forget where the guy said he got this, but this does not come with the figure. And last but not least, we have R2-D2. And pro tip, his third leg moves with his head. I did not know that until I was trying to get the leg to come out last night. So, and of course, all of the accessories for R2. There's a bunch of them, including a lightsaber handle, which is cool. So there you go. In one fell swoop, we've got, I don't know how much, almost 50% of the orange line Black Series, the first few. But really, my objective was just to get, it's like just the main characters. 3PO, R2. I already had an X-Wing Luke, Han's, Leia's, Chewie's, that kind of stuff. Anakin's nice to get. Got to get an Obi-Wan now, but it'll get re-released soon, I think. No, that's the episode 1 Obi-Wan. Anyway, that's an instant Black Series collection. So very pleased with that Black Series collection. You probably would have noticed that the Stormtrooper, Han, and Luke had the knees were bent. Make sure when you sell figures that you package them nicely. I got very lucky. That's the only real damage on anything. No paint scuffs to speak of. Everything came off. That was an issue. Just a couple of bent knees, but I can fix that. It's not the end of the world. Got a great deal on it, so I'm not going to complain. Lastly, to wrap up, I went to the dollar store. I should have grabbed the coil. They have a coil of wire, and I know there's another YouTuber that does toy hunt videos and toy photography that did a tutorial on this. I thought it was too cool to not do, so some cheap flight stands. It doesn't work if I hold it, but if I set it down on the table, you'll be able to see that it's a good way to make affordable flight stands. There he is. Just a little bit of wire, some pliers, and away you go. So that's something that's on my to-do list right now, is to do up a whole bunch of them, actually. Flight stands for figures for the shelf. But you might have noticed, maybe, I'm not sure, I dismantled the Thanos, where the scene from Infinity War where they almost got the gauntlet off of Thanos. I'm working on something else now, and I've got all the figures here on my desk, ready to go. A little photography project. We'll see how it goes. I think that's it for today. There's actually more pickups. There's more stuff I'm looking at that I could show you, but we'll save it for another time, because I gotta go. I got things I gotta do. Thank you for joining me. Be excellent to each other. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. There's gonna be lots of videos coming up very shortly as we unbox and assemble M'Baku. Might take some video as I'm doing my little photography project, and might even do a little tutorial on those flight stands, so you guys can make them yourself too. And I'm gonna be changing up this shelf. So the Bounty Hunter shelf is almost done. I just need a Black Series Dengar. I'm gonna be changing this shelf to make it like the Hero, Star Wars, the classic figures, main characters shelf. I have a Black Series Vader lined up, but it might be a while before I see it, so we'll see. That's it. Be excellent to each other. Hey, I'm recording this after they've announced Bill and Ted 3 is a green lit. We might see it next summer, not this summer, next summer. So very, very excited for that. So be excellent to each other and party on, dudes. We'll see ya.